Good afternoon, buenas tardes. You're watching News and Views informative programme on this Friday the 27th of January. Quite a busy programme today. We have some of the latest local news for you, as well as the What's On guide and what's on its original version at the cinema. We'll also be reminding you about the Mijas Semanal free weekly newspaper, which comes out on Fridays. There's 8 pages now in English, so lots of information for you. And also in the studios today, we have 3 artists with us, and they're going to be doing a special painting exhibition, and this is at La Cala Cultural Centre. The inauguration is at 8 o'clock on the 3rd of February. And we have with us today Elaine Carter and Margaret Borkland, and also Nikki Marco. Welcome to the programme, all of you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Now, we've had a little chat beforehand about the sort of work, the sort of medium that you use, and the sort of things that might be at the exhibition. But I think what I'll do is, you all met more or less at the Andalusian International Artists Association. You were all members previously. And this is the first time you 3 have come together and done an exhibition. So it's something that you're looking forward to, and I know a lot of the residents will be as well. I think we'll start to find out about you first, Elaine. You were a teacher, weren't you, in the UK for a long, long time, an art teacher?
That's right. My work is in textiles, and I've always loved textiles and worked with textiles. And I taught textile art for nearly 35 years. And during that time, I didn't actually do very much my own work because my students just sapped my creativity. But over the last 10 years, I've actually begun to do more and more of my work. And I've been so amazed that other people seem to like it as well, which is really good. I find it very rewarding.
We can see some of your work here on the screen as well, and just to get an idea of what there might be.
Yes.
At the actual exhibition itself, what type is it? Landscapes?
Well, I have got a real mixture. All of my work has come from Spanish sources, and the seascape that you just saw was actually based in Los Chiapas. That's where I actually got my inspiration from. And I also use an awful lot of natural products. So there are shells and stones that I've picked from the beach. I have some landscapes where I've actually used real leaves and real flowers that I've collected and dried. So some of my work is a little collagey, but all of it has got fabrics and fibres in it.
So lots of colour, lots of different types of design as well.
Yes.
Yes. And you have exhibited in quite a few different places here in the Costa del Sol, haven't you?
That's right, I have. I've exhibited with Margit on a number of times. We've done the Marbella Art Festival a few times. We also always exhibit at Henete. They have a rolling programme of our work, and also at Dibley's in La Cala. And I've also exhibited a fair amount in England as well, and always have some exhibitions on in England at the same time that I'm here.
Okay, thank you. We'll come back to you, Elaine. And yourself, Margit, you haven't sort of worked professionally in the world of art, but you've always had the talent, and you enjoy working with different medium. Because I think, first of all, you said while you were in Sweden, you worked with batik, didn't you?
Yes, I did batik for 10-12 years, and tried all kind of different things: folk art painting, ceramic, calligraphy, everything you can do, I have tried. But when we moved to Germany beginning 80s, then I wanted to try something new and started with oil painting, which I'm still working with. It fits my temperament very well because it's slow drying, and I need some time to figure out what I want to do, and I can move the colors around. So I like that medium very well.
Okay, and you've all been living in Spain for quite a while, and you're all Mijas Costa residents as well. And when you came here, you started to work with oils, I believe.
I worked with oil already in Germany, and when I came here, I met some Swedish ladies, and we started the group Senoras Pintoras, and we painted together for many years. And when they sort of left, I started to hang out at Riviera Gallery in Fuengirola, exhibited there for many years. And there I met the other group that I later became a member of. And I have exhibited everywhere here. I have really been in Las Lagunas, not Las Lagunas, in La Cala before, at the Cultural Center, and in Competa, and at the airport we have been several times, and also at the 50 show in Estepona. There we have been a couple of times.
Yes, a lot of people go there, don't they?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, good place to exhibit.
Yeah, it is.
So you're looking forward to La Cala, aren't you?
Oh, yes, yeah.
And the type of things that people can expect from you when they go along?
This time I have concentrated on windows and doors. I went up to Sweden in October, and I visited one of the places where I have lived, and I saw this huge door or gate, really, and was amazed that it was so big, because when I was a little girl it must have been very, very big. And also I noticed it was very nice, not the usual plain door. It had ornaments, and it was really nice. So I decided that my next theme is going to be doors and then windows also.
Okay, look forward to that too. Thank you very much. And Nikki, let's find out a little bit about you.
Yes.
You like to work with acrylic, don't you?
Yes, I work with acrylic paint on canvas and rather big formats. And my thing is to picture speed and movement in my paintings. And I use pretty strong colors, and to get into the speedy mood I always play music and
Just let your creative juices flow.
Yes, exactly.
You were involved in architecture and graphic design originally, weren't you?
Yes, I'm an architect in housing, and I was working with all kinds of graphic things in Sweden. And then I moved here in 2001 and started painting, because I always was thinking of doing that, but I didn't do it before. And the light and the surrounding inspired me very much. And then I was painting a lot. I had also lots of exhibitions. I was at the Riviera Gallery with Margit, and we created a group called Los Boliches Group, and exhibited at that time in the Casa de Cultura de Los Boliches. And then I moved back to Sweden and lived there for 5 years. And I recently came back again because I was longing so much for Spain. So,
for all the colour and the warmth and the energy.
Yes, and exactly, and the lifestyle. So since 2 winters I'm back here again.
Okay. And we've just seen some examples of some of your work, which is quite dramatic and dynamic. It was the flamenco, and all the passion was captured there. Is that the sort of thing we can expect to see as well at the exhibition?
Yes, actually it's tango, but I'm going to have a couple...
Oh, was it tango?
Tango, yes,
Oh, right.
yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a couple of tango paintings, and those speedy sport pictures that I also do, golfing and tennis and so. But I'm also going to have a couple of portraits, this is the other side of my paintings, that I do very detailed portraits, and I'm going to present a couple of dogs that I'm portraying in a historical costume.
That's really interesting to see.
It's going to be a mixture.
Yeah, it's going to be a real mixture. And those that come along to the exhibition, either for the inauguration or throughout the months of February and March, because it finishes on the 19th of March, they'll be able to, if there's anything they like, they'll be able to buy one of your works, won't they?
Yes, absolutely. And if they do so, they'll also be helping charity, because we're actually giving 10% of any of our sales to charity. Margit and I are giving to Kudeka, and Nikki is giving to Medicines Without Frontiers.
Yes, all both excellent charities. Just thinking about yourself, Nikki, you were saying earlier on that you were inspired also by your father, who was involved with art.
Yes, my father was an art collector, And we had quite fine arts when I grew up at home. And he loved arts. He always said to me, I wish I could paint. And he was very happy when I started painting them. He was always encouraging me. He's not alive anymore, actually. But through him I got the love of arts, and we went a lot to museums, and I've seen all the great artists. And of course then later on I took a degree in history of arts also in the University of Stockholm.
And which artists really inspired you?
Well, if we start from the beginning, it's Michelangelo.
Ah, yes. Yeah.
And if we end up, it's Edward Hopper that I also admire very much.
Do you admire as well? Do you admire?
And in between Picasso, of course.
Yes. Oh, so we know one of yours now as well. And yourself, Elaine?
Well, I like artists that probably people wouldn't have heard of, because the artists that I particularly like are textile artists. They're the ones that inspire me. And there is a lady called Jambini who is known in England, and since about 1980 she has done various things that I just thought are wonderful. She does a lot of things on disposable fabrics where you put them under the tap and the fabric disappears and you just get left with stitching. So I really do like some of the techniques and some of the styles of her work.
Okay. And yourself, Marie?
I start then with the Egyptian paintings and sculptures. I have done a lot of work on that I like very much. And Michelangelo, Raphael, Botticelli I like for his faces and women. And Hopper also I like because it's lonely. It's the same feeling I have by my own paintings. Very lonely, not lots of things going on. And Picasso, of course. Yes. So the new ones, I don't know so much about them, but there are some. VB, the Chinese, he's not a painter. He makes sculptures and installations are beautiful and very interesting. They are, of course, political. And I like also graffiti. It's very interesting to see Banksy and those guys. They are doing so nice things, and also they are in galleries nowadays.
Yes, they are, aren't they?
And you can learn a lot from them. And when I see them with these spray cans, and it just comes out. It's so beautiful.
Okay, well, thank you very much, all three of you. And good luck with the exhibition. I'm sure you'll get lots and lots of visitors.
Thank you very much indeed.
We'll remind people nearer the time as well.
Thank you. Thank you.
So don't forget, a wonderful exhibition there, and that's going to be at the Keller Cultural Centre. The inauguration is at